All right. I mean, you can tell that we've done a lot of cancer in here. There's been tons of cancer in here, and the butchery we see and the stories we hear, and it is just enough to warp you. So I try to keep my composure, but we have an out-of-control, narcissistic, intellectual bullcrap modality that's ruining our economy. And we're just belly right out. Anything you want, sir. All right. Now, composer. Oh, you're talking, my family went crazy. They need time to get used to the idea. Yeah, you're talking to each other here. It's really in the choices you make. Good advice there, composer. Yeah, good. You guys are really good. You guys are really good, and forgive me, sometimes I'm going to get a little twisted here, but you know, time and time again, and you'll start seeing these stories over and over and over again where the family or the loved one thinks it's irresponsible that you don't go allopathically. This is the type of unconsciousness and darkness that people live under, and fear that they live under, like that guy on Geico that lives under the rock. Let me see, you know, that's the kind of fear people are in. Well, it's time humans lose that fear and grab life as it is, because you're the one driving the car, and you expect some other people to drive your car. They're not going to do it. Medical doctors will drive your car right into Hellville and then say, oops, you know, this is a very serious issue. And you know, I don't know what to tell you and your friend. If your lump is that hard and your breast is so twisted and out of shape because of this, you get that off of there, because you'll have a life outside of that. But then fix the problem. If not, don't whine about it. Now, let's see. Please, can you give some idea how to deal with family and friends when trying to regain health? My condition of chronic fatigue for 17 years, oh wow, is not obvious to them. Well, you've done good to hang in there for 17 years, my friend. This is R-A-J-I, Bear. When trying to regain health, my condition is chronic. Okay, when I'm at my best, I'm always trying and maintain a positive attitude. Sometimes they are too much on one hand. Well, you know what? Just what I'm saying. You're the driver of your car or you're not. And, you know, it's time that people wake up. So you either sacrifice your life and health because of someone else's opinion, or you grab it and go, and whatever their opinion is, it can change as they watch you get healthy and happy. You know? Don't worry about other people's opinion, not even your parents or your loved ones. Who cares? This is your world. And a lot of people are really ignorant when it comes to the medical community and chemo and radiation. They've gotten away with this so much now, they're using chemo for psoriasis, chemo for arthritis. They don't care anymore. We just use chemo. Good, good, good. Man, I'm telling you. It's unbalancing sometimes to see these criminals get away with it. I'm hard on the AMA, and I'm going to always be hard on the AMA until they stop hurting people, and I don't know how they're going to make up for all the deaths they've created. I don't know how they're going to do that. Now, Homesteader, I was wondering why Dr. Brinsky's neoplastin's treatment works. I don't know either. I thought about thinking, but I've been so dang busy I can't put my mind on it right now. It's busy doing so many other things for me, you know. But it's enough to say that it doesn't move lymph and get these acids out of those tissues, but it must have some effect of suppression of the symptomology there, suppression of the inflammation. I don't know. It could, you know, affect these cancer cells some way, and either convert them or take them on out. Then the immune system can get rid of them. But as I was watching that show, it could be 50%, as you say here. But the show that I saw, I ordered the tapes so people could view them. But the Berinsky, the FDA is claiming 20-25% cure rate, and where allopathically with chemo it was about 7 or 8, 6 sometimes, depending upon the cancer, or none. So I don't know. This would be something you would do if you just couldn't get it the way you're supposed to get it. Backing up how you caused it. If you can't do that by moving your lymph, getting your kidneys to filter, if you couldn't do that fast enough, then you might try something like Berinsky's to add that to the mix, because we're facing, and you guys are all going to be great healers, we're facing tremendous problems. This is why raw foods doesn't get it anymore. First of all, the raw foods suck. Second of all, the issues are chronic. We have extreme kidney problems, adrenal gland problems. It's like 17 years and chronic fatigue. You know, you want to deworm yourself, get all your viral loads, get all your body cleaned out there, get a hold of your fungus, get your adrenals and pop them up there. If you've had chronic fatigue that long, use a glandular, pop those adrenals up, or use a glandular and the adrenal formula and pop those up. And clean your body out, get your lymph moving, and you won't have chronic fatigue. Check your basal temperatures under your arm, see what your thyroid is doing. If you need to perk that baby up, perk that baby up. Oh, this was a good question. This was on gangrene. And I wanted to show you, I don't know if I'd be allowed to do that, but I'm going to try to show you. I've got some great pictures. I want to show you some good cases, and this was a good case of gangrene. Can you see that? You see that? I don't know if you're out of focus or in focus. Pretty gnarly, right? You can reverse all that and repair the tissue and everything else. So it was a good, here's on the road. Foot's getting better and better and better. So it's, you definitely, and why would you have gangrene? Which, you'd be your lymph system, wouldn't you? You'd be polluting your blood down in that area, but you really want to get your lymph system moving. That's the key. And by getting the adrenals up, by getting the lymph moving, you're going to remove any damaged tissue, and you're going to clean all these wastes, all the bacteria, all this will back up, and then the tissue can rebuild again. And it's the only way you can help gangrene. We did use some poultices, some herbal poultices as well, but truly this is the internal thing. You definitely want to go after gangrene big time. And of course you're going to use all your lymphatic herbs. The same thing you do in a snake bite. You can use the blood formula with this one as well, but you would do the 2 kidneys, you do 2 lymphatics, you do the colon, you do your basic underlying principle always, no matter what. How simple is this? But you always do that because you know that's the system that's always involved. You only have 2 major fluids of the human body, a bunch of cells. Everything else is parasitic or chemistry, basically. So yeah, go after that. That was a good question there, STR8, Indian hair. Love it. Yes. Yes. Did I show you my medicine bag and stuff? I've got a lot of Native American pieces. I love Native Americans. Gary, a new ruling was just passed in Congress in relationship to school meals. Oh yeah, pizza is now considered a vegetable. Don't you love it? Ha! I tell you, we're so bad. Wow, this is 11:11. I am way behind getting to your questions. I apologize. Appreciate the comment, Lilac Festival. I really do. Had MS for 16 years, and now I know why it hurt after eating. I am in a small detox now. Nothing too bad. Keep on bringing the info. Sweetheart, you get yourself out of that MS. You can do it. You know you can. You keep hitting that. You get up on the high fruit side of life. You keep moving those lymphs, upper circ, brain, and nerve. If you have brain lesions, that'll clean those out of there. Get that lymph moving, though. Can't rebuild tissue in an acid medium. Remember, a corrosive medium, and that includes brain tissue. So you really got to move lymph. Have a good sinus drainage if you can. If you're locked up and you can't, get the 3-lung T. But really hit that. So you would be going right down that same pile with the kidneys and the adrenals and the colon and the 2 lymphatics, 1 capsules, 1 liquid, but you would add, this is where you would add upper circulation, brain, and nerve. I'd also pump up my parathyroid. I see that every once in a while on MS. Pop that up so you're utilizing calcium and get all this cerebellum, get your whole body drained there, and you will not have it anymore. Good. Like that, you're a sweet thing. You pull yourself out of that, dear one, you're going to be okay, honey. That's why I love these testimonials, to give you guys some thought of what you can, because some people have no clue at the power that this level of healing has to offer. And I'd like to show you some cool x-rays, but I'd prefer to get this video we have that Fox News filmed. I'd like to get that up. So I got to figure how to go from VHS to get that downloaded up online. So if you know, ask Chris, because I got a lot of DVDs to show you. A lot of time when the state was coming after me or something, I was, ABC and Fox News came in and was just trying to, you know how that travels. Oh, look, they're after him. This is SRKREY. This was important, I thought. My beloved Kelly, age 50, suffered from kidney failure. Notice kidney failures all over the place. A little over a year ago, and is going to dialysis. 3 days a week to clean her blood. That's typical. The diet the doctors recommend are foods low in phosphorus and potassium. That's typical. And you got to remember, dialysis messes with your phosphorus and your potassium. They acid strip your blood, and so real gnarly. And lots of meat, and lots of meat for a compound called albumin, which supposedly can only be found in animal protein. Let me throw up. The nephrologist also says to not eat a lot of fruit because of how much water is in it. I've been raw vegan for almost a year now. Good for you, and have noticed huge improvements with myself. No kidding. Good job there. Good job, good job, good job. And to her diet too, but she is always telling me she can't eat too many because of the water in them. I'm so confused. Well, don't be confused. The problem is now, is she urinating, self-urinating or not? That's the key. If she's not self-urinating, then the only way she's going to get rid of too much water, sweating and through the skin, so keep that in mind. If she's low in body temperature, pump up her thyroid so you can get her sweating that way. If she's self-urinating, you got a really good way to go. If she's quit urinating, dialysis will stop you from urinating. It's a toxic experience. Essential, but toxic experience. So it's you really got to go after this, and I would have nothing but fresh fruits and vegetables. Absolutely no protein. They worried about your phosphorus, but they told you to eat protein. You ever think about that? Protein is nothing but phosphorus. So this is all crap. These guys don't have a clue to what they're talking about. You can't worry about they give you phosphorus binders, or they'll give you something for the potassium, but you must get on raw, fresh fruits and vegetables. You want to generate the kidneys. Get on the kidney formulas. One's a diuretic. If you're self-urinating, you're good to go. Get your kidneys filtering. The creatinine will come right down. Any kidney damage can be repaired, blah, 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 blah. Because people on dialysis not necessarily has kidney damage.